Number 11, are you looking to date someone right now? No, I am not. Reason being, I am currently in a relationship. I still get a little bit like giggly saying it because we only made it like official a few weeks ago, but we've been like talking to each other for the last year almost. And now we are boyfriend and girlfriend. And so, no, I'm not looking to date anyone. But I just want to say he's amazing. That's all I wanted to say. He's super amazing, thoughtful, kind, generous, very different from my ex. Number 12, how do you manage your anxiety? It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Anxiety, unfortunately, like with anxiety, depression, any other kind of mental health that you're going through, there's no magic pill that just fixes it. It's like a lifelong work in progress. And I know that's probably not what people want to hear, but I will say that I think with maturity, with experiences that I went through, and with age and just going through lots of stuff, my anxiety seems to have, I've been able to reduce my anxiety considerably compared to where I was like a decade ago or even just a couple of years ago. And I suppose some tips that I could give in terms of reducing anxiety. One, it really helped me to put things into perspective. So whenever I felt anxiety coming on about anything, I would remind myself about how big or small the situation actually is. And then I would put things into perspective. Like, you've been through so much worse than what you're going through right now. This moment is not even gonna be a big deal a few weeks from now, a couple of weeks from now, a few days from now. You know what I mean? Like, I have a tendency of over magnifying situations.
Really?
It comes part and parcel with all of my mental health issues, but I'm learning to control that over magnification slowly. I'm not perfect, but putting things into perspective really helps. You have overcome 100% of the obstacles in your life so far, so you will overcome this too. Other things that I do to reduce anxiety, I have a couple of apps on my phone. One is the Calm app. You do have to pay for it yearly, but it's really good. If I have anxiety and I can't switch my thoughts off at nighttime, I'll listen to a sleep story, or I'll listen to meditation, or I'll listen to a soundscape, like, you know, the rain coming down or something. Helps sometimes. There's another one from Calm. It's called Calm Harm. It's actually for people that self-harm, which I don't anymore. And I'm very open about that. It's something that I have been open about with people my whole life. I used to self-harm in situations because I didn't know how to manage my emotions. It's been several years since I've done that. But the Calm Harm app, I will say, even though it's geared towards people who want to self-harm and it's supposed to take your mind off of that, it actually does help with my anxiety attacks. So I mostly only get anxiety attacks nowadays in extreme weather temperatures, which is really weird. But like if it's too hot outside, or if it's too cold outside, or if I have so much going on in my mind combined with the temperature, or I'm just really stressed out, and I feel like everything tightening and I can't breathe and I have to just like be by myself, the Calm Harm app really helps. You can go through a variety of activities depending on how you're feeling. Some of them you can do for 30 seconds, some for 1 minute, some for 5 minutes. It's a free app, by the way. And yeah, they have like breathing techniques on there. They have do an activity on there. So many different choices of things that you can do that will, you know, help you to calm down in that moment. I also have a really great support system around me, so I'm very lucky. So anytime I'm having an anxiety attack, I know that I can call someone or speak to somebody and they'll be able to like calm me down from it. One other technique I wanted to share is when I was going to group therapy for bipolar many years ago, they taught us this technique when you over magnify a situation, which is think about where you are at right now in terms of feelings on a scale of 0 to 100. And so often you would be at the 100 end, right? Like, I'm so fuming right now, I'm so upset right now. So you're at 100. And then think about why you're upset, and then start to think about all the different possibilities about this situation. So you're focused on one thing right now. So I'm really upset because my boyfriend, I don't know, I'm just making something up here, but my boyfriend didn't message me back like until the next day, and I'm really, really upset, and now like I'm crying and da-da-da. I'm just making shit up, but like this did not happen. But now get your brain to think about what are some possibilities as to why he didn't text you back. So instead of being like angry and upset and like what a piece of, you know, whatever, like maybe he got into an accident. Maybe he got tied up with a family situation. Maybe like just start thinking about all the alternatives and not just the one that you're focused on. Once you do that, you'll notice that your breathing starts getting regulated and you start calming down. At the end of that, when you think of, let's say, 5 different outcomes as to why the situation has occurred, then rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 100. It'll usually be at the lower end. So that's something that used to help me a lot when I was like going from 0 to 100 over a situation without considering the other person's feelings or thoughts. I hope that helps. I know it's not the best answer, but I will say that for somebody who struggled with anxiety most of their life, I'm doing really well in my 40s. So there is hope for all of you because I am the most anxious person on the planet. Number 13, do you have any piercings? I kind of, like, I don't wear them anymore, but I used to have quite a few. So I had like, I think 3 or 4 in one ear and then 2 or 3 in the other. It was like a trend back in the 90s, you know, to have odd number in each ear. And then I had my tragus pierced a couple of times, and then I had my cartilage pierced, and then I had this little thing pierced, which was so painful. But yeah, I don't really have piercings anymore. I did also get my nose double pierced a couple of years ago, last year maybe. But unfortunately, my skin is so sensitive that it just got infected right away. So now I'm planning on getting some fake nose rings. Number 14, I love you. Again, I love you too. Number 15, last thing you ate. I actually just made myself some egg bread in the pan. Indian people know what I'm talking about. Anda bread, right? Like we anda bread, egg bread. And I eat it with ketchup. People think that's really disgusting, but it's just what we do. Real people know what I'm talking about. Whereas people, they call it French toast and they sprinkle it with cinnamon. Number 16, what's your favorite food? It's a toss-up between pizza, and my boyfriend and I, we totally disagree on which pizza place is the best. He's Italian, so I guess he wins this one because he would know what real pizza is supposed to taste like. But it's a toss-up between pizza, Indian style pizza, which he will be so disgusted with me saying, and lasagna. I have been told that I make a really good lasagna. I don't know if people are lying to me, but I love lasagna.